This morning, NASA decides to postpone the launch of Artemis 1. Rocket scientists say they may try to launch the unpiloted mission later this week. News 9's Jordan Daphnis is live this morning with more. Jordan?
Well, hopes were high for many this morning, wanting this launch to be a success. It would have been the first time in 50 years that this program is getting back to the moon, but it just wasn't the case today.
Launch Director Charlie Blackwell-Thompson has called a scrub for today. Again, Launch Director Charlie Blackwell-Thompson has called a scrub of the attempt of launch of Artemis 1 and the Space Launch System with the Orion spacecraft.
Now, a fuel leak and then an issue with an engine bleed ultimately led to the decision to postpone the launch. Launch commentator Daryl Neal says the rocket is in stable condition right now, and engineers are going to gather as much data as possible on the issues. Now, the next availability to launch is this Friday, September 2nd, but if that will happen, that depends on how things go these next few days. Now, when it does launch, this 322-foot space launch rocket system will be the most powerful ever launched by NASA. Now, today it was supposed to send an empty crew capsule into orbit around the moon 50 years after NASA's Apollo program, which landed 12 astronauts on the moon. Now, if the test does go well when it happens later, now as soon as 2024, the next step will be to get astronauts on board for a second flight to fly around the moon and back. And then as soon as the end of 2025, they could send astronauts to land on the moon. Live this morning, Jordan Daphnis, Oklahoma's Own News 9.